Hey everyone, hope everyone's okay this morning. So I'm going to show you how to make a loom knitted coaster for mugs or glasses or cups. I did do one before, but I was going to redo it now and hopefully to make it a little bit clearer for you. So I've got my small knitting loom here, and it's got like a little peg at the front there. I've got my yarn, which is a cotton yarn. I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm just going to see how I get on with it. And then I've got my, I call it a pick tool. It might not even be that really, but that's what I call it because you're going to pick up your stitches over the top, but I'll show you that when we get there. And I've got a needle to cast off with. I may not use that because I've got quite a thick yarn here. And of course I've got my scissors to cut at the end. So for now I'm going to get rid of the scissors and the needle and just leave the yarn, the loom and the hook. So I'm going to take the yarn and I'm going to unravel a little bit, put it on my lap for now, and I'm going to make a slip knot. So I've got the end of the yarn here and I'm holding it over my hand. I'm going to take it round my hand into an X, and then I'm going to literally bring it up and through, and that makes a slip knot. So you can literally tighten it and then loosen it again. I'll do it one more time. So I'm going to bring it up over my fingers. I've got a cross, and I'm going to bring the tail through that loop, and it will make a new loop, and I'm going to pull tight. I'm going to pull that, and then this is going to sit on this front peg, the anchor peg. And I'm going to tighten it up. So now what I'm going to do, in fact, I might just turn it around the other way. I don't want to get my tail confused with my working yarn. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my cast on, and there's two stages to this. So the first stage is I'm going to go back and forward round each peg like this. So I'm missing one peg. My yarn on the floor, I think now. And then I'm going around the front of the other pegs. So back and forward all the way round. Okay, so I've got to come round the front of this one here. Now the thing is, you're not going to have any stitches on this peg here, but that's fine, but it's going to carry on. So back, and I need to go all the way round here. Now this bit is really tricky, so what you might want to do, you could take it all the way round and then secure it, or you could just do it bit by bit. So take the first one and then go to the next one. So all you do now is you take it over for each one. Okay, so where you've got two on one peg, you literally come up and over. So just try and up and over. Okay, so that one's only got one on. So my next one with two is here. And you literally do that all the way round, up and over. Here's my next one, up and over, and then here, up and over, over Oh, try not to get that top one mixed up with the bottom one. Nearly done. Over. I've got one here. And then, where am I? Here I am. And then my last one is there. Okay. Up and over. So now I still haven't got anything on this peg here, but that's okay because now I'm going to wrap for the first row. So I'm going to go round the back and then round the front. So there's one on there now. And I'm going to go round the back. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a cursive E. But you're going round the back of each one and round, all the way round. And this is going to be row 1. Now I'm going to maybe do 14 or 15 rows in exactly the same way. This is a bit that takes the time, the wrapping. E-wrap. Round we go. Round we go. Try and keep it in view. Round. And then this is the last one here. So I could bring that forward and hold that down. Now this first one obviously hasn't got 2 on. So we're going to knit off the next one. So again, just like we did before, it's up and over. It's quite tricky, but you will get there. Up and over. And you've got to do this for each peg. Up and over. All the way round. Up and over. Up and over. And this is going to become your first row. Like I said, I might do 16 and make it a little bit bigger. So I've got 15 more to go. This is all you do for each peg. Just make sure you do each peg. If you end up with 2 on one peg, it means you've not knitted off one of those stitches. All the way around. Okay, not too far away, sorry, try and keep it in view again. So, there we go. And then my last one. So they're all now secure. Okay, so you need to just push these down because my yarn's quite thick. You see here, I've missed one. So I need to come back to this one and just go up and over. So it should just be 1 on each peg. So now you have 1 on each peg, which is great, which is what you want. So now what you do is you go back and you can go around that first one and you do exactly the same again. You're wrapping for row 2 each peg. So mine is quite a thick yarn. Wrap, wrap, wrap all the way around. There we go. Keep wrapping. Pull a bit more yarn out. I like to have my yarn just on the floor. I'm going to deal with this tail in a few minutes. So that's the end of that. And again, just like you did before, you're going up and over. Up and over. You don't want to do your wrapping too tightly because if you do, you'll struggle to take that bottom one over the top one. But obviously you don't want it too loose either, but you'll sort of get it as you go. Up and over. And you're doing that all the way round. I'll just do this one row here and then I'll come back when I've done the rest of them. Once you get into the flow, it's good actually, and the result is really, really lovely. Okay, again, to make sure that you're not missing any. So this is literally bottom over the top, bottom over the top, over, over. A couple more. And then my last one. There we are. So that's row 2. And again, I'm going to push those stitches down to make enough room. Now, what you can do now is you can get rid of this tail. So you can take it out from the anchor peg and you can literally undo that knot now, and you just need to push it through the back. It's a little bit tricky. Might try and, or you can leave it at the front, it's fine, it doesn't really matter, it's whatever you want to do. Let's try and find it. There it is, there. So I'm gonna hopefully grab it. Where is it? Pesky thing. It's that one there. Yes, there we are. So that can now go through the centre. So I'm going to carry on doing that. I'll do 14 more. I've done 2 now, so I'll do 14 more and I'll come back and show you how it's looking then. Okay, so I've done 16 rows and this is what it's looking like. It's actually looking really, really nice now. So now what we need to do is we need to take off all of these stitches to cast them off, because at the minute they're all live, as it were. Okay, so what we're going to do is you need to leave a fair bit of yarn. So what I normally do is I normally go round the loom and then do a bit more for luck. So I'm probably going to cut it sort of there. This is a scary bit because you've now done your loom knitting and then it's like, oh, I've got this, you know, it's all loose. Okay, so there's my loom and here's the end of my yarn. Now I'm going to use a different needle, because the one that I had I don't think is going to be thick, you know, big enough, because I've got quite a thick wool here. So I'm just literally threading my needle through. And now what we need to do is catch each stitch. So this is my last stitch that I did here. And here's my yarn. So I'm literally going to put my needle through each stitch and just secure like that. It's going to get caught on the anchor. There we go, like that. All right, and I'm going to do that for every single peg. As I said, my yarn is quite thick, but that's okay. And then this one, and I'm literally going to go round and secure each of my stitches. You could take, once you've secured it, you could take each one off the peg if you wanted to. That's absolutely fine. I have done that, but I'm just going to keep going all the way around. I think there's 22 pegs on this loom, I believe. Might be 24, I can't remember. But anyway, this is good to make little coasters like this. You could make a skinny scarf with it. There are other size looms that you can get that will make big beanie hats, sort of like 44, 48 pegs. think I got this in a bundle. So keep pushing through every single stitch till you get back to the beginning, and then you know that they are all secure. They're not going to come off. Okay, another one here. Not too far away now. There are other ways you can do this. You can get your hook tool and bring the yarn through using that. I have done that before, but I want to keep the needle on the yarn because we're going to be sewing the ends together in a minute. So I just want to, I might just have it on now. Okay, so we're nearly there. So I've got quite a few different mini strands in this yarn, and I've got about 5 or 6. It's quite a thick wool. It's actually a cotton. I do like working with cotton. Okay, I think this is the last one. There. Okay. Now, I may have to secure that one there. So what I might do, I'm just going to literally... actually, I don't know. I think I might have secured them all. I will just go through there. It doesn't really matter. I think I will just go through there just to make doubly sure. Yeah, that's better, like that. So now you can literally take off each of the stitches. So you might want to use your Loom pick tool just to take them all off. I might actually just use my fingers to take them off. Yeah, there we are. So now, that's a scary bit. They're all coming off each peg. Very scary. Yeah, I'm just going to use my fingers just to take them off. They are all secure now. And then we'll have a look at the end at what we've got. Okay, so off. Literally just taking them off. Up and over for each one. As I say, you can take them off once you've sewn them, once you've secured them. I have done that in the past, doesn't really matter. There we go, they're all coming off now. Bop. Oh yeah, very close. Excellent. So you've just got to make sure that you've got all of them secure. The last thing you want is a loop that's not been stitched. Okay, so they're all now, oh no, missed one. Now they're all off, so I'm just going to get rid of my loom. And this is what we're left with. So you can see that, yeah, so I have got them all knitted together. So you can see that I've got all those loops together. So what we need to do now is we're going to pull tight our ends. So that's why this cast on is so important. So with the cast on end, you're literally going to pull like this. Don't pull too hard, you don't want to lose all your work. So you just tug on it and you're just making it come together. The thinner the yarn, the easier this is for you to do. I might have to sew because I've got this little hole still there at the moment. That's okay. Keep pulling and it will eventually tighten. Yeah. Okay, so what I might do, I think mine's gone as tight as I can get it. I'm just going to literally take the needle and just secure that end. I don't think I'm going to get that any tighter. Okay, so I'm going to take the needle. Yeah. And I'm just going to literally sew back and forward just to secure it. Like I said, I have got a very thick wool here. Let's just get that through. There we go. So I'm just literally sewing through, and that has actually now secured that hole. I don't know whether you can see that or not there. So that's secured that together. I could just do one more. So go the other end and come across. As long as you haven't got a hole there, then you're all good. And as long as you've secured it. Oh, it's so tricky with this wool. There we go. Bit of a yank. Okay, there we go. I think that's all right now. Okay, so there's the inside. That's the purl stitch there. And this is the outside. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this needle down through the middle. Like that. Okay, so I've got this bit coming out the middle, and this is my other end. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this end through as well. Now this is quite a bit easier, because I think I must have maybe cast on a bit tight. So that's coming together quite a bit better. Yeah. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the end with the needle. I'm going to pull it through, and it should join up with the other one. There's a bit of messing about with this to get it nice and straight. But what you want is you want each end to join, and you want it into a nice circle. So I'm going to pull a bit tighter, because you've got both of the, that's actually gone quite well actually, like that. And we just literally got to try and neaten up both sides so that they're sort of, so that middle bit is level on both sides. And this does take a bit of time just to get it all sort of squared up. But I don't think I'm too far away. That's actually looking quite good, like that. Okay, so once you've got it as secure as you can, and you've got it sort of where you want it, you then are going to just secure your two ends together. So I'm going to pull one more time, because the one end, don't forget, hasn't been secured yet. So I just need to knot them to make sure that they are secure. So when you've got it how you want it, one more tug for luck. I'm going to knot both of them together. Right, do it nice and tight, and then I'm going to double knot it again for luck. And then all you do is you can take the ends through just the one layer, and you can pop it out the other end. And then that will just hide that one away. Spare yarn. And then do exactly the same with the other end, because they're secure now because you've knotted them together. And again, I'm going to put it, it's coming out of there. Let's push it down there a little bit. Up to there. Bring it through. And then again, cut your ends. If it's sticking out like that one is, I could just cut it a bit more. And then that one. There we go. And there is your coaster. Now this yarn is very thick, so you know, I could use that for a more sort of hot drink or something. I have made coasters with a lot thinner yarn like DK or Aran, which is comes out a lot thicker. But you can see how it comes out there. And you can see the stitches that I've done. So I hope that's been useful for you. And yeah, I'll do some more videos on my No Needles knitting soon. Okay, take care. Bye.